Alright, guys, what is up? Um, don't expect much from the stream. I'm just gonna be backtesting, and if anyone wants to watch, feel free. But yeah, not really set up on my computer right now. Just kind of doing my own thing. So, and I'm gonna be listening to music. But if anyone wants to watch, feel free. So there actually was two SMTs here. There was SMT with YM, and then there was a low time frame SMT with YM. This is a good one to learn from because in the future I'm going to be able to take this. Oh, it's not really a good position for my back. Here I'm going to lay back. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, so guys, this is my shadow model where you just take a change of state of delivery off of a new day opening gap, and yeah, that's it. That's really it. I would target 4 projections. You see how perfectly we go up 4 projections as well. And then all this can be treated as void. Okay, let's look at something else now. As well, this was an inversion for value gap. It's looking like we could look at the 15-second and see if it's more obvious. But I think those are the two main ways to get in on this. See, nah, because the 15-second close is way too high. That's why, see, that's why I didn't take this trade. That was the issue, is because I knew we were going to get this reaction to the upside. But then we got this huge candle, and it was just like, welp, I missed it. So now, going into the future, now I know how I can take it, right? I should have been looking at the lower time frame, and there was obviously a really good 5-second change in state off the new day opening gap. Okay. Let's look at something else now. But yeah, the new day opening gap was nice. There was this trade off the new day opening gap as well. I'm, a little surprised by it because I thought we were going to go much higher than this. And we only ended up going to here. But okay, now let's take a look at the first minute for value gap. Yeah, so I was gonna say we re-inverse it to the upside, but it's actually like almost double inversed. Yeah, I was actually looking for a first strike. We just never got it. I was looking for maybe a move lower into this and then continuation. We never got it. Um, obviously, um, just taking this as an inversion for value gap alone was perfectly fine. Once again, I could not take it because I'm having to take low time frame RR trades. But, if you took this, it'd be not bad. So let's just record it, even though personally I can't take it, but it's still a good trade. Once again, I couldn't take it. I don't regret not taking it because I couldn't. This is tricky. I don't know where you put stop loss. Maybe like there. It's only 1.7 R. It's another reason why I like lower time frames. Usually you always get better RR. What the? I know I wasn't on the charts down here at 8:45, but I kind of want to look around a little bit. Probably pointless, but I'm gonna look at it anyway. Pointless meaning because if I wasn't on the charts, then like, but I'm still gonna look at it. Lesson is I got to get on the charts starting at 8:30. I mean, if I'd had, then I could have caught this inversion to the upside. Wonder if there was SMT here. There probably was. SMT with ES here. Whoops. I think there was SMT, but could be wrong. Yep, I was right. Delivering from a little BPR there. Whoops. Yeah, I like this 2 minute. I like the 1 minute actually. Both are good, but I think the 1 minute is super clean. Wonder what the 30-second. Every single one of them is clean. Okay. I don't hate any of them. No discrimination for me. Okay, I want to also see the 22-minute true open. Watch, it's going to be right here. 8:42. 8:43. Called it. 8:43. I think the 1 minute is easiest. And I'll take this up 4 projections. 3 is actually better here. Yeah, actually, I take that back. I would just take it up to this high. This is such a clean trade. If you can't tell, I'm listening to music. Alright. Actually, hang on 1 second. I have to use the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. This was nice. Go break even here. Right at the start of the macro too. $8.40. Let me make sure my alarms are set. Yeah, all the alarms are on. Hey, sup, Liam? Good, bro. It's a late night chill stream, so you know how it is, bro. We're just getting the back testing in. Like, I didn't feel like getting on the computer today. Well, my laptop is my computer, but you get what I mean. Like, going over to my setup and plugging everything in, so just getting it done, just back testing the market, learning from what happened, and getting it done. So, we're here. Yeah, hopefully you're doing good. All right. Yeah, and the cool thing is you actually could have held this. That's crazy. Okay, that's besides the point, though. Let's look at something else. Yeah, there was a Phoenix model at this low. We got to talk about this, actually. Let's rewind this. Hold up. We got to talk about this. It's a very subtle Phoenix model, but I think it's worth it to talk about. We got to talk about it. It's almost like a Phoenix off of a Phoenix, is what it was. Not to mention we were below midnight as well, and also true week open. So we're below every single true open. We have this amazing rejection block. I mean, honestly, you can market it like this. is going good. Been good, just getting sick of gold. I bottom ticked and now it's consolidating because of news. Yeah, gold's been acting crazy as of lately. So if you're used to certain kind of price action, I bet it's kind of weird right now. It's going crazy. But that's good, bro. That's good. Yeah, different market conditions. You gotta adapt. You gotta keep learning. Not much else to say other than that. Just keep adapting, keep learning, keep sharpening that edge. All right. Oh, this song's good. That's sick. Look at how that bottom takes it if you enter at the midpoint of the rejection block. But I'm going to mark it out like this. Yeah, I hope news 2 more help push it past 5K. Oh, tomorrow. Yeah, definitely possible. Since I got you here, could you explain your strategy or direct me to a video of yours if you have already? Yeah, so I trade a whole bunch of different models within the same framing or the same idea. So everything in the market from my back testing revolves around the market moving in 3 phases, generating stop losses, aka accumulating, right? Meaning there's basically going to be some kind of trendline liquidity up here, whatever, manipulation, and then you take an entry to get onside with distribution, whether that be a lot of people trade inversion for value gaps. That's pretty much the most common one. That's the one dodgy and everyone trades. But there's also change instead of delivery. There's also just your regular 2022 model that ICT taught in the 2022 mentorship. So there's all these different models. And so I personally just see all these different models as tools in my toolkit to operate within. So I have a whole bunch of different ways that I trade. But the main way that I trade, probably like the model I started out with, was inversion for value gaps. And so I would watch this video. I'd watch this. There's 3 watching. That's pretty good. I'd watch Dodgy's this video. It's my most popular video. But that's where I explain inversion for value gaps. But yeah, everything in the market is going to revolve around AMD, and there's just all these different models to get on side with distribution. So yeah. Yeah, session highs and lows. Hey, what up, Javier? It's not a model. AMD is just a behavior. It's not a model. AMD is a behavior, and then there's a whole bunch of different models that, you know, take that behavior, and then it's like, to me, I see a change state delivery and an inversion for value gap, and let's say something like an outside bar as like apple juice, orange juice, and lemonade. It's like none of them are bad. They're all good. pick your flavor, and then trade it. Because at the end of the day, it's just AMD and stop losses. And that's how I see it. But anyway, let's get back to back testing. What up, Javier? Hope you're doing good. It's kind of cool. I would take this up 4 projections. Oh, what? Okay, yeah, no, it's official. I'm measuring out the rejection block incorrectly. I gotta measure it out like that. Right? Because if I measure it out like this, you might be able to measure it out like that. Yeah, that's probably fine. So I would take this as basically first entry at Phoenix. So entry number 1 here. Entry number 2 at Phoenix 0. I'd run this up to this high. I'm just trying to figure out how would I stack in this. So when I say stack, what I mean is entering one con at um, at the rejection block and then adding another con at the midpoint of the rejection block. Okay, I don't think I'd be able to, but in some circumstances you can. It just depends. In this circumstance, I wouldn't be able to. Okay. Because of the specific amount of risk that I'm choosing to risk. That's why. If I was risking like 60 or 70 instead of 40, then I probably could. All right. Okay, let's move on from this. Also, on AMD, on a session scale, usually one session Asia, for example, will accumulate, London manipulate, and New York distribute, vice versa. When you determine what session is doing the accumulation. Exactly, bro. Exactly. You get it. You get it. Like, the low time from AMD, it's also high time from AMD, and vice versa. Yeah, usually either we'll get a London manipulation, New York distribution, or we'll get a New York manipulation. What up, Cave? How's it going? New York manipulation, and then like late New York distribution or PM distribution or something. What up, Cave? How's it going? Okay, oh, and then we ended up having a fair value gap here. This is piquing my interest, this fair value gap. We gotta take a look at this, because this was perfectly filled. You can't tell me that there wasn't a trade off of this 5 minute gap. There's no way. I don't believe you. There had to be, right? So we have a 5 minute fair value gap. Let's drop to a 30-second and kind of figure out, like, if there was a trade, where was it? Oh yeah, this was the, bro, this, I noticed this happen. Like, right after it happened, I noticed it, but the problem is I was still getting OBS set up. I was setting up my charts. But guys, this was actually so clean. So this was not like a regular change of state delivery. This was a outside bar. Check this out. This was sick, actually. Very similar to the trade I took 2 days ago, where, or was it yesterday? I can't remember. Might have been yesterday. Where you have an outside bar that just all of a sudden spawns. It literally spawns in. And then we have all these LRLR highs. And it spawns in off of this 5 minute gap. Yeah, this was really nice. I'd probably mark this out like this. Yeah, I'd take this up 4 projections. But I probably would still put stop loss like in there somewhere. So I'd probably end up going something like this. So not quite 4R, but still. That trade you're marking out with SMT with YM. Yeah, yeah, there's SMT with YM at the low. The other cool thing about this is we've rebalanced the discount. So, right, it's a discount 5 minute fair value gap. So, I mean, this is, you could call this flow state, you could call this just a regular outside bar. I don't think it matters. I'm gonna save this trade 2 different times because I want to mark it out as both. Why did my music stop? Yeah. I noticed this live. It just I noticed it over here, not when it happened. Because I was still setting everything up. And it's also, I would consider this flow state as well, the same exact thing. Because 5 minute gap, 30-second outside bar. All right. 15-minute time frame S&T. Yeah, I think we were just looking at that one. I probably do got to get to bed soon, but I don't know. Like, obviously, I want to make the market recaps and stuff, but sometimes you do have to cut your losses a little bit. Just accept that, like, you're not perfect. At least I'm not perfect. You guys might be perfect. I'm definitely not. I love the way that we ended up using that new day opening gap. Yeah, you know what? I wanna actually record that again. No, it's kind of an aggressive idea, but I kind of like it. Taking a pin bar close off of this gap, and I'm pretty sure there's S&T here. I'm gonna just check my other trade if see if there was. Yeah, there literally was. So this is kind of a little degen of a trade here, but I like it. Like, I don't really care that it's kind of degen. I'm aware that it's kind of degen, but it's a fun kind of degen. Like, I think this is a good trade somewhat. And it is basically, we have S&T with this low with YM. And then pin bar forms, closing back within this candle range. So, like I said, it's kind of a degen trade, but it's kind of sick. Now to enter that pin bar on the close. So yeah, this is the hand of FA model. This is what I named it. Whenever you have a pin bar or an outside bar off a new day opening gap. That's what I named it. What is this? On the 1 minute? Get some rest. Yeah, I should probably just cut my losses. 5 minute time frame. 7 a.m., 7:45 NQYM. ES had SMT 7:45. Yeah, there were a ton of SMTs, like a ton of bullish SMTs to the upside. It's crazy. I will get rest after I'm done, which I'm not done yet. I'm still chilling, but I'll be done soon. Everyone, guys, I posted on Instagram. Everyone go like my Instagram post. Oh, I need to link my Instagram to my YouTube. I've never done this yet. How do I do this? Everyone go like and follow my Instagram because I just posted for 2,000 subscribers. I'm 250 subscribers late. I know. I'm late, but I had to do it. I want to post for every 1,000 subscribers. I think that'd be cool. How the heck do I get a link to my account? Oh, it's right there. There's my link. Hopefully I don't accidentally show anything that I'm not supposed to show, but I don't care. Y'all are chill, right? What is likeness? What does that mean? Alright. Where is it? Where's links? Where's links at? Where's my links at? Guys, where do I find how to put links in here? Customize channel, right? There it is. Nice. I also need to do a TikTok, but I'm gonna do that later. Alright. Back to back testing. I'm not done yet, guys. I'm not done yet. Alright, what else do we look at? It seems like, this pretty obvious higher time frame was bullish because we had that LRLR above. Like, eventually I realized that. But I'm not gonna lie, finding specific trades on the low time frame within this initial expansion, I'm not gonna lie, guys, like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend, oh yeah, this was easy. I don't think it was that easy, honestly. Like, I kind of knew that eventually I figured out that we were drawing up to this LRLR here, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, oh yeah, piece of cake, guys. Like, I knew we were gonna, like I could have just caught any entry. Like, nah, I think it was kind of hard. First presented for value gap. Might have got used over here. Why did my music turn off again? I'm almost done, guys. I actually think this might have been a Phoenix model as well. This is interesting. Let's actually take a look at this idea. I think this was Phoenix. That's why we dumped. Because what happened is we started pumping, but we pumped too early. We pumped into a rejection block. And I believe what happened, I could be wrong, but I believe what happened is we ended up getting SMT here. Now we're going to have to double check that and fact check it. But I believe that's what happened. And so a lot of time you'll see this kind of thing happen where if you pump too early, a Phoenix is going to reject you back lower for one final manipulation leg. And we don't need that anymore. There's probably SMT here. Pretty sure that's what happened though. Yep, it's exactly what happened. You can see there's very clearly an SMT there. And I'll take this back to the low. And I project this down. I'm curious now. That's pretty cool though. Just goes to show, like, a lot of the time if you pump too early or if you get a trade too early into a rejection block, it is gonna reject you back down so hard. New Instagram? It's not new. I've had Instagram, but I just recently. Well, I didn't just recently. I've been posting on it. I just don't talk about my Instagram really. It's not really new. I just don't talk about it. Alright. It's the same Instagram I've had since I was, in high school. But I just kind of like updated it and changed it. And I don't know. Okay. 9:38. Second. Okay, I'm switching the song because what is going on here? This is the trade I took. The reason I took this, guys, I know it doesn't look that good, but you have to understand the context. The context is that we were just expanding up towards this LRLR, and I knew basically any longs were going to work, and that as long as you just get in, you could get in towards that LRLR. That was the logic. So yeah, maybe not the greatest trade in the world, but I just knew longs were going to work. Just at the end of the day, that's just the reality of that. We could look at PM. Yeah, let's briefly look at this because there was obviously some kind of short here. Dang, bro, if this isn't the most obvious 2022 model in the entire existence of 2022 models, then I don't know what this is, bro. What the heck? Market was on easy mode. What the heck? It almost feels a little too easy. It almost feels suspicious. This is suspicious. I am suspicious. Why was it why did it be so perfect? Like there's like no error here. Where'd it go? What I'm talking about is, we obviously had a sweep of these highs. And then displacement lower. And then a fair value gap forming probably around equilibrium. It's like this is just so perfect it's suspicious, but we just roll with it. We're like, okay, all right, I think this is gonna be the last trade I look at. There had to be SMT there. I'd say odds there were SMT there are 99 yes, 1 no. Yeah. Wait. Oh. No SMT with ES. Dang. Okay. Let's check YM. Yeah, there had to be SMT with YM. Yeah. If there wasn't SMT with YM, I think there'd be something wrong with the market. Because there's always, in a situation like this, I swear, there's always SMT. Like, there always is. Anyway. use target 3 projections. Wow, that's not very good RR at all, but it's all good. It's also an outside bar up here. (1503) 2022 model, only 32nd. Oh my gosh. I said that was gonna be the last one, huh? Yeah. I gotta go to bed because I have to get up for live trading. Otherwise, I won't get up because I'll be too tired. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.